ball by
Alexis Zavala leading the Spartans.
Snap to Escobar. Jay Nescobar.
Jay run, Jay run, slides in with a leadoff triple.
Backhanded by McKay with a big winner by McKay.
Lakewood Youth Sports presents the 10 through 11-year-old Flag Football 2025 Championship with the Del Val Bruins taking on the Mayfair Mojos here at San Martin Park. Here's our lineup for tonight.
Kendall Comsha, 10. Joseph Hinojosa, 97.
Joel Moreno, 67.
Charlie Pearson, number 7.
Jack Pearson, 11.
James Pearson, 3.
Donovan Pierce, number 14.
Cole Riddle, and my number is 99.
Yassine Robinson, number 21.
Liliami Tohi, number 18.
Nico Pierce, coach.
Hi, my name is Levi Butler, and I am wearing number 38.
Hi, I'm Adriana Cornejo, and I'm number 39.
My name is James Corey, I'm number 5.
My name is Ethan Mejia, I'm number 6.
Hi, my name is Grayson Rubalcaba, and my number 17.
I'm Cesar Sanchez, and I'm number 11.
Hi, I'm Rana Shriver, and I'm number 20.
My name's Brent Thomas, number 8.
Coach Jerry Mejia, Mayfair Mojos.
Aiden Mejia, assistant coach.
We're here at San Martin Park for the 10 through 11-year-old Flag Football Championship for 2025. As the Mayfair Mojos will start things off here on offense, Del Val Bruins in their light powder blue jerseys, defending as your defense. Sending a man in motion with Brent Thomas. Single setback, and the pitch goes back to Sanchez. Turns the corner, still on his feet, and is finally pushed out of bounds, but not until he picks up a first down right on the first play here for the Mojos. Ethan Mejia is your starting quarterback here for the Mojos. Yana Shriver also in the starting lineup, along with Adriana Cornejo as your center. Early here in the first quarter of play, each squad will have 6 players apiece. Offensively, everybody is eligible as a receiver as far as the rule book is concerned, so there's no ineligible receivers. So whoever lines up along the line of scrimmage is able to receive a pass. So Ethan Mejia will line up right underneath center with Cornejo as 2 receivers spread right on a first down. And a give once again to Sanchez. Scampers just shy of the first down marker. So Sanchez 2 runs in a row, picks up a lot of yardage, and it will be a second down scenario. So according to rules, there is a no-run zone, as the referee declared, right within that 5-yard line between the first down lineage as well as the goal line. So there is a no-run zone. You have to pass the football in order to pick up a fresh set of downs. So second down situation. Mojo's here with a pretty nice drive. Yana Shriver going to line up right to the side of Mejia, and we got a whistle and a flag on the play. Might be, looks like delay of game by the offense. So everybody was trying to shuffle themselves in place and unfortunately take a little bit too much time. So this pushes them just right at about shy of that 5-yard marker in between the no-run zone. So this does give the Mojos the capability to run the football. The rules in place just to try to make it a little bit more of a challenge. You know, you can spread out the defense and easily run the ball since everybody is an eligible receiver. So Mejia checking things off with the play. Once again under center with Cornejo. Back to pass is Mejia. Steps out and he will run it. Picks up the first down and more. Turns the corner and he's in for the score. So Ethan Mejia will help put the first points on the board here for the Mayfair Mojos, and they lead this contest by 6. So essentially it's been 3 consecutive runs here by the Mojos to put themselves on the scoreboard. So this is the point after attempt. You do have the option to choose a 1 point after attempt or a 2 point attempt. A 2 point attempt essentially helps spot the ball a little further back from the goal line. So here's the attempt by the Mojos. Levi Butler right to the side of Mejia. Mejia tosses it to Butler, and he's in for the point after. Nicely executed. That is a 1 point attempt, so it's now 7-0 early here in the first quarter of play. So just like that, on 3 consecutive running plays, all very effective here by the Mojos, they come up with their first points on the scoreboard. So it's a first down now here for the Del Valle Bruins. Viliami Tohi will be your quarterback, your starting quarterback. We also have Hino Hosa as a receiver. Kendall Kamsa is also receiver. And Charlie Pearson is the one to get the handoff. Rolls to his right, turns it up, makes a fake. Looks like he'll have enough for the first down. So nice running play here by the Bruins. Yep. Very safely into that sector. So essentially we're working with a 60-yard field chunked off in 20-yard sectors. So you have to get into that next sector line in order to pick up a fresh set of downs. So very unique rules here for flag football, 6-person flag football. I'm sure we'll formulate some more rules as they unfold here throughout the game. So Tohi with 2 receivers spread left. Going to look. Tosses it out to Pearson. Makes the grab in the flat. Evades one defender. Almost gets past another, but will be brought down just shy of the first down line. Great execution here by the Bruins. So they're on a nice series of downs here as well. Early here in the first quarter as they trail it by 7. So essentially about 6 yards away from picking up a first down. Donovan Pierce being your center here for the Bruins. So they're going to stack the line right now. You'll see a lot of different formations by both coaches. It'll be very creative, and it looks like we may have a penalty here. Might have been a false start from what we see. Yep, false start. So that'll brush them back 5 yards. Remains second down. So it puts them right at about midfield, if you will. Second down, and once again, they got to get to that next sector line in order to pick up a fresh set of downs. So once again, stacking the line of scrimmage, a little bit of a high snap. Dohi looking down, has a receiver, and it's picked off. Interception made by Brent Thomas as your safety. So just like that, the ball gets turned over, and the Bruins get turned away, and the Mojos will go back on offense. Great pickup there by Thomas, as there was 2 potential receivers in the area, but Thomas just poked it out, was able to come up with a grab, and now just like that, the Mojos with some pretty respectable field position here, just shy of midfield here at San Martin Park. Early here in the first quarter, it is the Mojos leading by 7. Thomas will be spread out as a receiver now. And Mejia taking the snap. Little bit of a miscue, looking around, and he's going to take it. Looks like he will pick up the first down, makes the move inside, untouched and in for the score. So Mejia on the run will pick up a touchdown, but hold on just a minute. We might have a flag on the play, so that will nullify that one. And it may be a clipping call from what we see on the indication from the referees. So it looks like the touchdown will get nullified, and It will be marked off at the spot of the foul, but it should be enough here for a first down for the Mojos. So unfortunately, Mejia on a great run. It looks like actually it was a broken play. He was trying to hand it off initially, had nobody to go to, was looking around for a receiver, and just decided to pick it up and run, and unfortunately gets called back on the touchdown. Levi Butler in the backfield as a running back. It is a first down and goal scenario here for the Mojos. Play with Sanchez on the run and gets taken down by James Pearson. Nice misdirection here by the Mojos. We'll pick up some yardage. Makes it now a second down situation. Beautiful night for football here from San Martin Park. J.R. Ibarra along with our award-winning crew from City TV bringing you all the action in this 10 through 11-year-old flag football championship for 2025 with the Del Valle Bruins taking on the Mayfair Mojos early here in the first quarter of play. So a lot of strategy being played out by these squads. Head coach Jerry Mejia for the Mayfair Mojos sending a call. You see every player wears their wristband with the plays buried within it. So everybody looking down on what's coming up. And it looks like there may be a penalty because they were taking quite a bit of time. So another delay of game here for the Mayfair Mojo. So while they were trying to figure things out from an offensive strategy, unfortunately ate up a bit too much clock. So it's a second and goal. We'll call it right at about the 18, maybe 17-yard line to get to the end zone. So now Butler will act as the center. James Gorey just lined up to the left of your quarterback. Mejia tosses it out to his right. Looks like it was intended for Butler. Looks like also Cesar Sanchez was in the vicinity, but it falls incomplete. Now brings up a third down scenario here for the Mojos.
Third down and goal.
So far the Del Valle Bruins have done a pretty good job defensively combating the Mojos. Of course, the Mojos have had a couple of inopportune penalties to set them back. And now they're looking at a third and long situation. And Mejia back to pass. Gets scrambled out of the pocket. Pearson giving him some pressure. Ball was intended for Levi Butler. Falls incomplete. Credit Pearson for putting the pressure in on Mejia to have him hurry up that throw. And it was just underthrown there to Pearson. Excuse me, to Butler. Getting my players just a bit turned around here. So it's a fourth down scenario here for the Mojos. Fourth and long. It is a fourth and goal situation, if you will. But that will end quarter number one. And it's the Mayfair Mojos leading this one by 7. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a bit. So it remains a fourth and goal situation as we start things off here in the second quarter. The Mayfair Mojos leading this contest by 7. Looks like they'll stack it up there on the front line. You see Sanchez along with Thomas, Shriver, and Butler. And we have another penalty. So the Mojos have really struggled a bit from the penalty standpoint. I believe that is their third delay of game here in this first half of play. So now Mejia gets a quick bit of instructions from head coach Jerry Mejia, comes back into the huddle. Cornejo back as center. They'll stack the line. Snap to Mejia. Looking, gets chased out of the pocket. Looking downfield, tosses it off, and falls incomplete. Brent Thomas was your intended receiver, and Tohi was there acting as the defender. So it's a change of possessions now. The Bruins will come back on offense. Trailing in this one by 7. Defensively, we have Mejia and Cornejo and Butler. And it's Tohi back as your quarterback. Going to roll right, looking left, looking down to his right. Nice catch by Pearson. Takes the ball right past midfield. So a good pickup here by the Bruins. Robinson will now come into the play. Second down situation here for the Bruins. Hosa now coming into the ball game here for the Bruins as well. So Hosa will line up as a receiver and kind of a slot H-back position. And the toss and the give. Still on his feet. Breaks in for the first down, and a little bit more is Robinson. Very nicely executed here by the Bruins. Fans getting excited here at San Martin Park. Great night for football here in the beautiful city of Lakewood. Once again, you're watching the 10 through 11-year-old flag football championships here for 2025. So it's a first down and goal situation, about 15 yards to the end zone here for the Bruins. A little bit of discussion going on here by the Ziva Strides. Not sure exactly what the conference is all about. Maybe they're doing something in terms of making sure that the belts are secured the way they're supposed to be. I guess one of the flags was a little bit tucked under, which you can't do here. So Tohi has receivers stacked right. Tohi rolling out left. Looks for a receiver down the center of the field. Looks like it might have been intended here for Donovan Pierce. Falls incomplete. Will be a second down situation here for the Bruins. So Pearson, Charlie Pearson comes to the sideline, grabs some instructions. We'll hand the play off to Tohi. Second down situation here for the Bruins. Trailing this one by 7, so they're trying to get onto the scoreboard here for the first time tonight here in the first half of play. Kamsa will be lined up in the backfield, and the give is to Kamsa as she runs out to her left, gets maybe 3 yards on the carry, and brings up a third down scenario. So you'll see a lot of these players switch off between positions throughout the night. Many of them will line up along the line of scrimmage. And once again, as a reminder, everybody is an eligible receiver here on offense. So it really becomes crucial from a defensive standpoint to make sure you are playing some exact man-for-man or playing kind of in a really structured zone type of defense. So it's a third down and goal situation here for the Bruins. The give and a double reverse. Pearson gets caught right past the line of scrimmage, or maybe loses just a touch. So a little bit of the trickery just didn't quite catch the defense off guard. Now it's a fourth down and goal situation. So Pearson will come in with the play. Everybody checking the wristbands, making sure they're all on the same wavelength here. Bruins will stack the line. High snap. Tohi looking around, looking into the end zone. It is caught for the touchdown. And the Bruins get on the board. Great catch by Yasim Robinson to come up with the first points of the game here for the Bruins. Nice spiral thrown by Tohi to come up, just getting it over the defender's hands. So just like that, the Bruins are on the board. So this will be a 2-point attempt. As we mentioned, there is a difference in how they line up from a yardage standpoint between a 2-point conversion and a single-point conversion. So the Bruins want to try the 2-pointer to try to come up with a lead here in the second quarter of play. Charlie Pearson was stacked in the backfield, once again throwing it into the end zone and gets picked off. And that nullifies the point after attempt. So the Bruins come up empty-handed in terms of the point after, but trail this one by just 1 point here in the second quarter play. Credit Brent Thomas on the interception there for the Mojos. So once again, one of those unique aspects for flag football. Obviously, we have no ability to do field goals from a kicking standpoint, so you give you the opportunity for a 1-point or 2-point point after opportunity, and that one just comes up shy here for the Bruins. So the Mojos go back on offense. Once again, it is Mejia as your starting quarterback. Ruvalcaba is now your center here for the Mojos. And the give. Looks like it goes to Butler. He's going to scamper to his left, picks up a first down and more, and picks up another line, does the spin move, and is finally brought down inside of the 10-yard line. What a tremendous run here by Levi Butler. So it's a first down and goal situation now for the Mojos. Well, I am seeing them bringing the ball back, so we may have a penalty. Yep, there's the penalty marker on the field. I did not initially see that. So unfortunately, that will nullify that very long run, puts them right at about shy of midfield. So it'll be credited as a first down at the very minimum, but unfortunately the penalty brings it back significantly. So instead of having a first and goal situation, the Mojos still have to get into the next sector in order to pick up a fresh set of downs. So the penalties have been kind of somewhat of the Achilles heel here for the Mojos here in the first half of play. Butler once again lined up in the backfield as a running back. And Mejia on the snap. They give, no, the fake is to Butler. Mejia's going to roll out. He's going to keep it. Cut along the right side of the field. Looks like he might be shy of the first down. Kind of depends on the spot they give him. Right on the line, so that should give him the first down. So nice run by Mejia. Makes up some of that yardage they lost by virtue of the penalty. Now see Cole Riddle coming into the game in the defensive line here for the Bruins. Also seen Moreno into the lineup here for the Bruins as well. So Butler gets placed just right of quarterback. The pitch is going to go back to Sanchez. Rolls out to his left. Gets caught behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of maybe almost 3 yards. So time is rolling down here in the first half of play. Under 3 minutes to play. Second down scenario here for the Mojos. So Sanchez will once again be in the backfield here as your running back. Thomas spread right. Going to send Butler in motion. Kind of a little bit of a trickery as Gorey comes up with a football. Looks like he'll pick up the first down and more and goes in for the score. Oh, man. Untouched. So a little bit of razzle-dazzle here by the Mojos will get themselves another 6 points on the board. So some trickery comes up with a 6-pointer here for Mayfair. So it looks like it'll be a single point attempt by the placement of the ball. Sanchez going to spread left. Gorey and Butler just spread of the quarterback. Toss play into Butler, and he'll get caught right at about the line of scrimmage, so the point after attempt goes no play. So it'll be 13-6 here in favor of the Mojos as time begins to wind down here in the second quarter of play. So ball gets turned over here to the Bruins. So just less than 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Mojos with the lead. Looks like Pearson will stack up as a running back. Got 2 receivers, 3 receivers spread. And Pearson fakes it as a quarterback and picks up maybe 4 or 5 yards on the carry before he's brought down. So a little bit of trickery there by the Bruins as Tohi essentially pitches it back to Pearson. Kind of faked the potential throw. Now brings up a second down situation. It's not in the run-free zone, so this gives the Bruins the opportunity to try to do a running play as well. Back to pass Tohi. Going to get chased. Throws it down the center. Catch is made. And a first down is picked up. Great reception there by James Pearson. So 1 minute to play has been declared by our referees. So time is running out. I'm sure the Bruins want to try to poke this one into the end zone before time expires here. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout here, an official timeout. So I think there might have been an injury there. As I say, I believe it's Gorey who's kind of nursing a leg there. So hopefully he's all right. He's just trying to walk it off now. So we're in a first down scenario and less than a minute to play here in the first half. Got 4 receivers spread left. Satohi, high snap. Looking down, tosses it over to his right. Over and gets caught by Pearson, and he'll take it in for a first down. I saw it sail over the head of Jack Pearson, number 11, but it falls into the hands of Charlie Pearson, number 7. So that brings up a first down and goal scenario here for the Bruins. So well-executed pass there by Tohi over to Pearson, to Charlie Pearson. So conference along the sidelines, head coach Nico Pierce here for the Del Valle Bruins talking things over with his troops. And Jerry Mejia talking things over with his Mojos. As we're just close to closing out our first half of play here from San Martin Park. Great to have you along with us here on City TV, bringing you all the action. We just love having the capability to showcase all the great things that happen with Lakewood Youth Sports here in 2025. And you can get you and your child involved as well. So just look things up, lakewoodca.gov. Click on the links and you'll find the different opportunities here that you can get your kids involved in this great sports program. 4 receivers stacked right. Tohi going to roll to his right. Gets chased out of the pocket on the keeper and gets essentially driven out of bounds. Credit Shriver on causing the defensive stance there for the Mojos. 2nd and goal situation here, and that will close out the first half. So unfortunately, the Bruins run out of time, and that will close things up as we head into halftime. It is the Mojos leading 13-6. Starting off the third quarter of play, the Bruins will be back on offense, but they trail this one 13-6 early here in the third quarter. Been a pretty good game here at San Martin Park. Great to have you along with us here on City TV. Tohi is your quarterback. Going to get some pressure. Gets scrambled and will do the keeper. Gets forced out of bounds. Looks like he might be able to pick up the first down, though. I think he just got past it by a yard or two. So couldn't find an open receiver. Picks up 4 yards just past the first down sector. So it's a fresh set of downs here for the Bruins. Bruins trailing 13-6, trying to generate something early here in the third quarter of play. Kamsa lining up to the right. Pearson in the backfield. Tohi going to step back and pass. Tosses it out. Catch is made. And finally brought down is Robinson. Tohi threw it in some traffic there, and Robinson was right there to catch it. So pretty good pickup here for the Bruins. He'll be about 7 yards shy of the first down mark. So kind of a I formation, if you will, here for the Bruins. The give is to Pearson. Scampers to his right. Turns it up. Looks like he'll grab the first down on the pickup. So kind of a student body right here by the Bruins. Something that was essentially made famous by the Trojans of USC. So Pearson will take in the call here to his troops. So it's a 1st and goal scenario here for Delvell. So the Bruins are going to stack 3 receivers to the right with Kamsa, Hinojosa, and Robinson. Robinson fakes the reverse, and the ball is intercepted by Sanchez, and he's brought down. So just like that, the drive has been stopped. So it's another turnover here by the Bruins. 2nd interception of the night. So it's a first down situation here for the Mojos. Kind of a golden opportunity to drive themselves down the field. Cornejo back at center. Shriver will spread as a receiver. Sanchez and Butler in the backfield. Actually, they'll send Butler to the line with Sanchez lined up as a running back. Also have Thomas in that slot. Might have been some movement here by the Mojos. Yep, false start. So another penalty here for Mayfair. They've really struggled so far in this contest. I believe that is flag number 5 here for the night. So that'll set themselves back a few yards. still have the capability to get a first down here at the first down sector. Sending a man in motion with Thomas. Mejia gonna scoop it up and run, and will pick up the first down and more. Along the sideline, he is gone. Mejia on the run will pick up the points here, the 6, and it looks like there's no flags on the field, which is good news here for the Mojos. So initially it looked like Mejia was going to throw the football, very wisely tucks it in and comes up with 6 points. It'll be a single point attempt here for the Mojos. So right about a 50-yard run there for the touchdown to put another 6 on the scoreboard here for the Mojos. So it'll be a single point after attempt. Cornejo back at center. And we have a flag now here for the Mojos. False start. Looks like Sanchez was moving before the ball was snapped. Sanchez was lined up as a receiver to the left side of the field. So unfortunately, this sets it back here. Still remains a single point attempt. So the penalties have been coming quite frequently here for the Mojos, but this hasn't hindered their ability to put points on the scoreboard. Mejia on the snap. Going to look to his right. And the catch is made, and it is complete. Brent Thomas comes up with the reception. Tohi was there as your defender, but this will give the extra point there to the Mojos. So the Bruins find themselves with a bigger deficit that they have to handle here in this third quarter of play. But a nice run here by Ethan Mejia. Comes up with 6 points on the scoreboard, and Brent Thomas capping it off with a point after reception. Tohi going to step back, roll to his right, has an open receiver, tosses it out into the flat. Catch is made by Hinojosa, where he's brought down by Thomas, just shy of the first down marker. Makes it now second down. About a yard to go, but it is a no-run zone, just as a reminder, so you cannot run the football to pick up the first down. It'll have to be passed. Everybody checking on the plays there on their wristbands. Looks like Pearson will be lined up in that I formation. Fake reverse, toss down the middle. Catch is made by Pearson. Picks up the first down, gets a little bit more extra yardage as well, and brought down along the sidelines. Right at about midfield. So it's time every few minutes here where they do the substitution. So now we got some fresh legs coming in for the Bruins. We see the likes of Cole Riddle as well as Jack Pearson coming in. Joel Moreno also joining in on the offensive squad here for the Bruins. Ruvu Kaba is now into the game here for the Mojos. So it's a first down situation. Right at about midfield here for the Bruins. Tohi has a receiver open. Catch is made by Pearson. Maybe shy of the first down by a yard or so. Great toss, great pass. Ruvu Kaba in on the stop there for the Mojos. Second down. Once again, they're in that no-run zone, so they'll have to pass it in order to come up with a fresh set of downs. So the Bruins will stack the receivers to the left side of the field. And Tohi on the snap. Has some open receivers, and in and out of the hands of Pearson. Jack Pearson was the intended receiver. Third down. Once again, the reminder of being in the no run zone, so they'll have to pass it in order to come up with that fresh set of downs. See the defense giving a lot of leeway here for the Bruins. Tohi going to find some pressure. Toss off to the right. Almost picked off again by Thomas. Man, if he had grabbed that, there was plenty of green right in front of his sights and possibly had a potential pick six. So it's a fourth down. Here they are just a foot away from trying to get a first down. Once again, they are in that no run zone, so they'll have to pass it to try to pick up that first down. Charlie Pearson coming in with a play here for the Bruins. Third quarter, Bruins trailing this one. So they're really looking to try to get themselves on the scoreboard here. Tohi, very simple, quick, short pass. Nicely done over to Moreno. That picks up the first down. So the drive will continue here for the Bruins. It's a first and goal situation now. Got about 16 yards to the end zone. So two receivers spread right and left. Tohi going to step back, looking to his right. Down the middle for Pearson. Good reception with a pickup of about 6 yards for the Bruins. So the Bruins are just methodically picking and choosing their way here down the field, chewing up some time clock as well. Tohi coming in with a play on a second down scenario here for the Bruins. Pearson will be as a split running back. He'll do a crossing pattern. Tohi look in, toss it into the end zone, and in and out of the hands of James Pearson. He was all by himself. The toss was a little bit on the high side, and he was just not able to get a grapple on it and haul it in for the touchdown. So it's a third and goal scenario here for the Bruins. So the Bruins desperately trying to get themselves on the scoreboard. Tohi going to step back. He'll take it in and tuck it in, run. Still on his feet. Pretty decent pickup. Ruvakaba credited in on the stop, but it is a fourth and goal situation. So this is a must-do here for the Bruins. It is a no-run zone, so they're inside that 5-yard line. So they've got to pass it to come up with a touchdown. Tohi going to look to his right, now looking left. Has an open receiver, and the catch is made there by Cole Riddle. Riddle is normally a lineman. He's one of the bigger kids here for the Bruins, and he comes up with the reception and the touchdown. So a badly needed 6 points here for the Bruins. And it looks like the Bruins will do a 2-point attempt. So they'll try for 2 here to get themselves to 14 and make it a one-possession ball game. So glad you can join us here via City TV, bringing you all the action. J.R. Ibarra, along with our award-winning City TV crew, with the 10 through 11-year-old flag football championships here for the Lakewood Youth Sports, City of Lakewood, for 2025. Pearson's going to stack up as a running back. Looking. He's going to tuck it in and go. Turns the corner, and will he make it? No, the attempt is just shy. Man, it was close. So the 2-point attempt falls no place, but nonetheless, the Bruins get themselves back onto the scoreboard, which they badly needed here in the third quarter of play. So it's first down here for the Mojos. So Thomas looks like he'll spread out as a receiver. Sanchez and Butler in the backfield. Gorey will line up as a receiver. Ruvalcaba will be your center. And Mejia grabbing the snap. The give is to Butler. Turns the corner. Finally gets hauled down there by Pearson. But a pretty decent pickup. Just shy of the first down marker. It is a no-run zone because he's inside that marker, inside of 5 yards of the first down marker. So nice pickup there by Butler in a second down situation here for the Mojos. That will end the third quarter of play, and the Mojos continue to lead this contest 20-12. Fourth and final quarter here from San Martin Park as the Mayfair Mojos lead this one 20-12 over the Del Valle Bruins. They remain on offense to start off the fourth quarter. And the give and a fumble, and the thing here, another rule that we're seeing enacted, fumbles are not live. So if you drop the ball, unfortunately, that's where it will land as you see the referee marking it at the point of where the ball was dropped. So no live fumbles here. So it'll be a third down situation. It is a no-run zone here. So they'll have to pass it to come up with a fresh set of downs. Butler spread out left. Sanchez and Thomas, you'll send Butler in motion. Roll out. Nice toss in there, and it looks like it'll be enough there for the first down. Great reception by Cornejo to pick up the first here for the Mojos. Credit Hinojosa on the stop there for the Bruins. So first down scenario here. Need to get to the next sector to come up with another first down here. Early here in the fourth quarter of play, 20-12 in favor of the Mojos. Shriver with three receivers also stacked to the right. Shriver just left of Mejia. The give is to Shriver, and she'll be brought down almost immediately. Credit the stop there by Kendall Kamsa. Not sure if any yardage was picked up. Now we have both Jack Pearson as well as James Pearson coming into the game. Donovan Pierce will head to the sidelines for a breather. Hinojosa will also come out of the game here for the Bruins. Cornejo back into the game as center here for the Mojos. Gorey lined up just right of Mejia. And I think we have movement by the Mojos. Yep, motion is the call. Numerous flags here for the Mojos, so in spite of the fact that they have had situations where they have really kind of set themselves back with the penalties, still continue to lead this ball game. I believe that to be flag number 7 there for the Mojos for the night. So now it's a situation where the Mojos have to pick up 2 lines into the sector in order to get a fresh set of downs. Mejia. Pitch out to Butler. Makes the spin move, still on his feet. He thought he was down, but the stop is made by Charlie Pearson. So 3rd down. So they need 2 lines to pick up in order to come up with a fresh set of downs. So the penalties have really been a detriment here on this drive for the Mojos. Fourth quarter here at San Martin Park. Mojos looking things over on the play call. Gorey going to spread right as a receiver. Sanchez and Thomas to the left. Butler in the backfield, and it looks like we have another whistle. Offsides on the offense, so somebody was in the neutral zone. 3rd down, but a loss of 5. And the penalties just keep on coming here at inopportune times for the Mojos. So once again, they have to get across 2 lines in order to come up with a first down. Butler in the backfield. Mejia looking downfield, tosses it off to his right. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver with Brent Thomas. Closely defended there by Jack Pearson. It's an illegal forward pass, so another penalty. So that'll set themselves back again on yardage. And a loss of down. So it's a 4th down situation here for the Mojos. So they have really struggled in the penalty department here. And I believe that's flag number 8 or 9. It's just been a bit of a struggle, and the Mojos once again going to lose some yardage. So it'll be a punting situation here for the Mojos. So on the declared kick, there is no run back. It's just a matter of where the ball winds up, and that's where it will be placed offensively there for the Bruins. So the Mojos really get set back, because with the kick, you also get some additional yardage pushed back as well. So this ought to provide some pretty opportune field position here for the Bruins. The kick is made, and ball's taken right close to midfield. So let's see where the ball gets spotted. I guess it'll be actually a little further back than we initially thought. Still pretty decent field position here for the Bruins here in the 4th quarter of play, but they trail this one. They really got to make things up here as time begins to be a factor here for Del Valle. So it's a 1st down scenario. Kamsa will be spread right as a receiver. Pearson in the backfield. The give is to Pearson. Continues on his feet. We got a flag down on the field. It'll be a 1st down and more. Pearson still juking players. Finally brought down, but let's see what the penalty is all about. Oh boy, an illegal block is what's being called against Kamsa. So that will nullify the run and the 1st down. So just when the Bruins really needed things to happen offensively, they're going to get set back pretty significantly here. So as you hear from the refs, we have 2.5 to play. So this becomes a crucial drive here for the Bruins to try to get something up on the scoreboard and potentially try to tie things up. So time being a crucial factor for Del Valle. Tohi looking for a receiver under some pressure, tosses it out, gets broken up. Boy, thrown in double coverage. It was Mejia and Thomas to break up the pass. There for the Mojos. 2 minutes to rumble here for the Bruins, so time is really being a crucial factor here. So they still have one line sector to get to in order to get a fresh set of downs. So essentially you are in a 2-minute offense situation here for the Bruins. Pearson will stack up as a running back. Robinson doing a crossing here. Almost picked off, but broken up by Sanchez. So once again, throwing into some traffic. The Mojos come up, creating the incomplete. 3rd down and long here for the Bruins. This is a crucial couple of plays here for Delvell. Tohi going to find some pressure. Incomplete. Intended receiver is Charlie Pearson. So down to one more play with time underneath 2 minutes. So it will be a declared kick. So the Bruins are going to try to rely on their defense to put the stop on the Mojos. So once again, you get a mark off here for the punt. So wherever the ball lands, that's where the Mojos will operate with a 1st down. So the kick by Robinson, nice high boot, will be taken and fall just out of bounds, close to the 16-yard line. So a very decent kick there. So if the Bruins can come up defensively and put a stop to the Mojos, this might give themselves an opportunity. It is a no-run zone of where the Mojos are situated, so they're going to have to pass that football to come up with a fresh set of downs. But time is running in their favor for sure. There's no clock killing here at all. So it looks like we have a timeout being called here by the Mojos. There was a little bit of confusion there by the Mojos, just looking things over on their wristbands for the upcoming play. So both head coaches will have a conference. Nico Pierce there with his Bruins and Jerry Mejia with his Mojos. So we're down to the final minute or so here for this contest between the Bruins and the Mojos. This is once again your 10 through 11-year-old flag football championship. So this is a crucial defensive stand here for the Bruins. So Mejia very wisely called timeout before there was an infraction there against the Mojos. They've been kind of struggling just a bit with delay of game. I think they've been called at least 2, maybe 3 times in this contest. 1st down situation with one line to get a fresh set of downs, but it is a no-run zone. They'll stack the receivers to the right of Mejia with Cornejo and Gorey and Butler. Mejia back to pass, tosses it off to Sanchez. Will pick up the 1st down. Finally is brought down. Pearson on the stop, and looks like we have an official timeout. Looks like Sanchez may be kind of in pain there. Seems to be nursing his right elbow. So 1st down is made here by the Mojos, but there is a stoppage in play in order to attend to Cesar Sanchez. As you see our attendees in the red jerseys, those are designated as our medical attendants here in the contest that you'll see each and every game for Lakewood Youth Sports. So we always make sure safety is a key factor for each of our athletes here within our city youth programs. So stoppage in play here in the fourth quarter. It is the Mojos leading this one 20-12. Sanchez on the reception and first down pickup. Went down kind of hard on his right elbow, so that's what they're looking at right now along the sideline. So Sanchez gets on his feet. Looks like he'll be okay. He'll head off. So that's good news. Head coach Mejia making sure he's A-okay. Once again, thanks to our medical attendees for making sure that everything is just right from a medical standpoint. As always, we're so grateful for the many workers and volunteers who are part of Lakewood Youth Sports. Without the participation from our refs, volunteers, coaches, that's what makes Lakewood Youth Sports such a great success here in Los Angeles County. So it's a first down scenario here for the Mojos. Just over a minute to play. So the Mojos, once again, maybe taking a little bit of time here, trying to get things going. And once again, a delay of game. This has been very problematic for the Mojos. That is flag number 10. Now it'll take 2 lines for a first down. Does provide the opportunity here for the Mojos to run the football. And once again, there's no clock time killing, if you will, here. So they've got to run plays. So Mejia, with the Mojos getting backed up by virtue of the penalty. Once again, they're taking some time. Mejia going to get scrambled out of the pocket. Gets caught right at about the line of scrimmage. Great defensive play there by Joseph Hinojosa. That was crucial. Timeout now on the field here for the Bruins. So Nico Pierce wants to stop the clock, obviously, to try to give his Bruins an opportunity to come up with the stop and get themselves back on offense with time really running short here. But Hinojosa, that was a clutch stop here for the Bruins, as Mejia is such an effective runner, but gets caught right at about the line of scrimmage. So it will require a 2-line pickup for a first down. So the Bruins. Second down situation here for the Mojos. Butler is now acting as the center. Going to send Thomas in motion. Mejia. Flag on the play. Toss in. Initially looks like a first down pickup, but we may have a flag that goes against the Mojos. Illegal shift is being called. So discussion along the sideline. So a flag, but it looks like the penalty will be declined. So the yardage will count. It will not be a first down because, once again, it was a 2-line requirement to get that fresh set of downs. So a third down scenario. So the Mojos do have to run the football in order to pick up a potential first down. Butler will be in the lone setback as a running back. Mejia. Delayed draw. Goes to Butler. Gets picked up behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, credit James Pearson with another key stop here for the Bruins. So this will make up a 4th down scenario here for the Mojos. So 2 key grabs, one by Pearson, one by Hinojosa, comes up big time defensively here for the Bruins. This keeps them with some potential, really solid positioning on the field. As now the Mojos talking things over with Mejia. So 4th down situation. So a 4th down scenario here for the Mojos. The Bruins on defense once again really need to step up. Mejia back to pass. Looking long, looking over to his left. Catch is in and out of the hands of Butler, but that will be a turnover on downs here, and that will give the Bruins some not too shabby field position here with just seconds remaining. So it's a 1st down. It'll be in a no-run zone here, so they'll have to pass it to pick up another 1st down, getting past that marker. So crucial time here for the Bruins. They'll stack everybody on the line of scrimmage. Tohi with seconds remaining. Looking for receiver. Down the middle, incomplete, was intended for James Pearson, closely guarded by Brent Thomas. 2nd down situation here for the Bruins. So they'll have to pass it once again to come up with a 1st down. Time being a real crucial factor here for the Bruins. Tohi getting some pressure. Pearson with a grab, comes up with a 1st down. So Jack Pearson comes up with the reception. Ethan Mejia on the stop. Fresh set it down, so it's a 1st and goal scenario here for the Bruins, but time once again is the problematic situation here for Dilval. So 2 receivers spread right and left. Looking. Tohi with the opportunity to run. Still on his feet, actually brought down right at about the line of scrimmage. Credit Mejia on the stop. So great defensive move by the Mojos, but time is the factor. You see now the Bruins, 20 seconds remaining. So the time clock is such a key factor. We have, looks like a timeout being taken by the Bruins. So about 16 yards to the end zone here for the Bruins, as head coach Nico Pierce will talk things over with his troop. Great matchup tonight between the Bruins and the Mojos. Great to have you along with us here on City TV from San Martin Park in the beautiful city of Lakewood. Really, all the matchups we've seen so far in these championship games have been very tightly bunched, so it's great to see all the action. Great fundamentals being taught to these kids as well. I'm sure you'll see some of these kids down the line here playing tackle football in some of our local high schools here in Lakewood. 2nd and goal. Seconds remaining. And the snap. Looking. Down into the end zone. The catch is made in for the score. Charlie Pearson comes up with a grab, And that'll put 6 on the scoreboard. So with under 20 seconds to go in the contest, the Bruins get it up on the board. They are obviously going to go for a 2-point attempt here to try to tie things up. This would potentially send us into overtime. So Tohi coming in with a very crucial play. Seconds remaining. 2-point attempt. The Bruins must come up with this in order to tie this up. Pearson, Hinojosa to the right. Tohi over to Pearson. The catch is made. And it's complete. We're tied up at 20. So with their backs against the wall, the Bruins come up with a late touchdown and a late 2-point conversion to tie things up at 20. The Mojos will get the ball back here with just seconds remaining in regulation. So let's see what the Mojos do, whether they try to run some plays or maybe run out the clock and take us into overtime. So it is a first down situation here for Mayfair. They'll stack things up along the line of scrimmage. Butler in the backfield. Mejia taking the snap, stepping back. Will scamper with the run, turns it up, still on his feet, goes along the sideline, tries to turn it up. Well, he's finally brought down. There's a timeout now here by the Mojos. So they put themselves in some very good field position. So this is still not over, folks. Great back and forth battle between these two squads. Love the play calling too. It's been very creative between both the offensive here for the Mojos and the Bruins. First down situation. 4 seconds according to our official. So this could be the last run play in regulation. Yana Shriver now into the game. Will line up along with Gorey and Thomas. I formation. Cornejo at center. Butler in the backfield. Mejia on the snap. Back to pass. Oh, it is a Statue of Liberty play that goes to Butler, still on his feet, brought down by Pearson. So that ends regulation. So a little bit of trickery there by the Mojos with a Statue of Liberty play. I didn't think I would ever see that in a flag football game. That's a little bit of Boise State trickery there by the Mojos. So that ends regulation, and we will go into overtime. But boy, credit both of these ball clubs. The Mojos were definitely doing everything possible offensively to get it down the field. And now discussion will go on here to discuss the rules. So here's the situation in overtime. There will be a coin toss. Coin toss will determine who elects to start things off offensively. Each squad will be given the opportunity to run, and there's the coin toss. and it falls on its side. What would you think? Second coin toss this time. And looks like the Bruins won the toss. So the Bruins will win the toss. And it looks like they will elect to go on offense. So they'll be given 4 downs. The ball's going to be spotted right at about the 7-yard line. So the Mojos pick which side they would like to defend. So the Bruins will step up first with 4 downs to try to get it into the end zone. Exciting contest here. The Bruins have done a fantastic job trailing in this ball game, coming back in the fourth quarter, coming up with a late touchdown and a late 2-point conversion to tie things up. Now they're on the verge of trying to make here a victory at San Martin Park. But as we said, both squads will have the opportunity to operate offensively with the ball being marked at the 7-yard line. So 2 receivers spread left. Charlie Pearson in the backfield. 1st and goal. Each squad also afforded a timeout here in this overtime. The give is to Pearson. Scampers to his left. Still open on his feet. Takes it in just shy of the goal line, where he's finally brought down. So great run by Pearson on the pickup. 2nd down. It is a no-run zone, so if the Bruins try to get it into the end zone, it will have to be through a passing situation. Tohi coming in with the play call. So Hinojosa will be spread out in a slot. Pearson in the backfield. You also have Robinson and James Pearson. Back to passes Tohi. Looks to the end zone and a catch is made, but it will be just out of bounds. Oh man, that was right on the line. Robinson comes up with the grab, but unfortunately his foot was right on the line. So the Bruins looking at a 3rd and goal situation. People calling for replay, but unfortunately we don't have the technology here for our refs to work with that. So a 3rd down and goal situation for the Bruins. Tohi looking. Ball swatted away by Thomas. Man, he's been so effective as a defensive back in this ball game. So it's a 4th and goal scenario here for the Bruins. Can't ask for a more exciting contest between these two ball clubs. And these are 10 through 11-year-olds, folks. Just imagine as they get into the high school ranks, they'll have a lot of great training through the fundamentals that they've learned here in Lakewood Youth Sports. So 3 receivers stacked right. Charlie Pearson in the backfield. Tohi going to look. Has a receiver there with Pearson that comes up with a grab and the score. Charlie Pearson comes up, that is Jack Pearson comes up with a reception. And it looks like the Bruins will do a 2-point attempt conversion. So they're going to try to secure this one with a 2-point after. Charlie Pearson coming up with the call. We've seen the Bruins effectively run a 2-point conversion just before time expired in regulation. So they'll stack the receivers to the right. Tohi, no pressure. Looking for a receiver, has one open, and the catch is made. What a grab, and the conversion is successful. Robinson grabs the football, and we're up 28-20 here for the Bruins. So the Mojos will be given the same opportunity. 4 downs from the same position where the ball is spotted. They'll have to come up with a 2-point conversion to tie things up. So this is really crucial here for Mayfair. sending a man in motion. On a first down and goal, Mejia dumps it out to Butler. Still on his feet, gets hauled down by Charlie Pearson. So great defensive work here by the Bruins. So the Mojo's able to grab a couple of yards here on a second down situation, second and goal. Once again, not only do they need to get the touchdown, they need to get a 2-point conversion to tie things up and keep this one flowing here in overtime. So Thomas will be spread right. Cornejo spread left. Gorey and Butler on the line. Mejia tosses it into the end zone, gets swatted away. We got a flag on the play. Charlie Pearson there as your defender for the Bruins. So let's see what the flag is all about. Boy, we've seen plenty of those tonight. Illegal forward pass. So he was over the line of scrimmage, so that is a loss of down as well. Oh man, the penalties have been just really tough here for the Mojos. Third and goal scenario here for Mayfair, as well as a loss of yardage. So a crucial couple of plays here for the Mojos. Jerry Mejia sending in the play. Cornejo as center. Butler in the backfield. Gorey Jest on the line of scrimmage with Thomas spread right. Thought the give would be to Butler. Looking around on the keeper by Mejia. He'll be stopped shy of the goal line. Man, credit Robinson on the stop. I thought Mejia was going to grab that touchdown. So they're down to their final play here. So the defense has really shown themselves strong here for the Bruins. And we have a timeout down in the field for the Mojos. So down to their final play, right at about the 2.5 yard line, maybe 3 yard line here for the Mojos. Here in overtime, it is the Mojos trailing by 8. They once again have to get the touchdown and the 2-point conversion in order to keep this game flowing. So this one is really here for all the marbles. Head coach Nico Pierce talking things over with his Bruins, who have done a very fine job in stopping the drives here against the Mojos. 4th down and goal. Overtime. Mojos trail by 8. Sending a man in motion. Thomas in the slot. And a little bit of stoppage here on discussion. And we're back to play. On a stack, 3 receivers to the right. Final play here for the Mojos. Mejia stepping, looking for an open receiver. Tosses it down the middle, in and out of the hands of Shriver, and that will do it. The Bruins come up victorious, coming back in the final few seconds in regulation, tie things up, and come up with a victory. What a great game between these ball clubs. I'm sure the Mojos are very disappointed, but the Bruins really come up defensively on a strong stance. I know there's disappointment there on the Mojo sideline, but the Bruins awfully happy for this victory as they wind up coming up with the contest and the championship here in the 10 through 11-year-olds for Lakewood Youth Sports. So our congratulations to head coach Nico Pierce. Also congratulations to head coach Jerry Mejia for the great fought battle by his Mojos. That will wrap things up here from San Martin Park. For all of us here at City TV, I'm J.R. Ibarra. Thank you so much for joining us. It's the Bruins as your champions.